Hey guys, my name is Dario and I'm a filmmaker. In today's video, you can learn from the mistakes I have made in my first month ever of daily vlogging. We also got Jonah Vagabond up on the show. So without any further ado, let's get into the video.
Alright, so I'm kind of curious, Dario, how did it go the first month?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I overestimated it or underestimated it, but I think some parts of the daily filming I overestimated, and then other parts I underestimated. What's one of the things that I underestimated was thumbnails and titles and keywords. Like this whole part, I really
Not fun.
underestimated this part of making a video. It takes a lot of time.
I once heard that some YouTubers have like a specific thumbnail guy, and I always found that kind of like, wow, you have a guy for your thumbnails?
Yeah.
I understand now.
No, I understand.
It's also
it makes
important.
sense. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I also heard in some podcasts that some YouTubers, like half of the time spent on creating a video is finding a good title, creating a thumbnail, and finding the right keywords. I was always like, yeah, for sure. But now I understand why it's really hard to make a good thumbnail, a good title, and make people find your videos. Because let's be honest, why would you make a video if nobody clicks on it? You can do it for your own gratification.
Yeah.
It's nice to make a good video.
you cannot put it online, and also.
Yeah.
I have a thumbnail, guys.
Did you see? Do you watch Graham Stephan?
No, I don't know Graham Stephan.
Man, he has like 2.5 million subs, and it's kind of like about finance. And yesterday I saw a video about him that the first 30 minutes or an hour after he launches a video, he's really watching all the analytics, and if it doesn't do well, he changes thumbnail, he might change
Really?
title. So people are actually creepy about that stuff, but it makes sense. You should be more creepy about it, maybe.
One thing I've noticed myself, I always said like, yeah, I'm gonna film every day, so this is worked out so far, and then I'm gonna edit at the end of the day what I filmed that day. Now, sometimes I slack 1 or 2 days, like I just leave my footage waiting on my hard drive, and then it starts to become like a bit hard to convince yourself to make up for the time you didn't spend on it the day before, because if you just edit what you shot that day, it's not that much work.
It seems like the longer footage is on a hard drive, something happens.
Yeah.
Every day that it's on a hard drive,
It's like a
becomes
spell is
heavier,
cursed over your footage or something like this. So I just need to make sure I edit every day what I shot, and then it's more sustainable, and I feel like the output will be a bit higher as well.
I think it's also better for your story, because you already kind of know what you have in your video, and then you can build around it. But otherwise it's just a bunch of clips somewhere, so you don't really see the bigger picture of the whole.
No, it does make sense. So yeah, it's been an interesting ride, but I've learned a lot. Just workflow wise, like I think I have a pretty good system now in how to store my footage effectively, so it makes sense for when you're editing. Like it seems like it's not an important thing or a big thing to streamline, but once you actually do, it just makes life so much faster in the editing process. And I think I've saved a couple of hours this month by just having a good system.
No, it's one of the things I also learned with the daily, that I guess like some specific skills like that organization, etc., which you don't really think maybe about when you think about videography. And it's maybe also a little bit boring, to be honest, but actually it's very important.
Yeah, it's very important.
And with this, like, if you shoot a project and you kind of have a lot of time for it, etc., and it's like one project in a month, you have the luxury of being able to kind of like throw it in a folder, unorganized and whatever, right?
And it'll get fixed.
Yeah, but with this stuff, like this daily thing, if you don't organize it, like it's a big mess. Alright, man, so I decided to daily upload every day. You decided to daily film.
Yeah.
Have you ever kind of cheated? Because that's why I was like, I'm gonna daily upload, because you can't cheat.
Yeah.
You know, you see clearly the video is there or the video isn't there. with like daily filming you can be a little bit more?
Yeah, it is possible. Now I have filmed for every day of the year. We're now the 2nd of February.
Second month.
So yeah, we did a full month of daily filming. Now I did find that some days, just because you have this commitment that you're gonna film something every day, something inside you doesn't really want to film it just because you're obligated to film something.
It's like being in school.
Yeah, it's a very strange feeling. Now I've always committed to it. Sometimes it's just a very short clip of me eating something, or just so I can tick off the fact that I filmed something that day. But it is something I would like to put a little bit more focus in. Like at least, even if I just want to film something for the sake of filming something that day, because some days, life just gets in the way, and life is quite difficult to plan. So sometimes there are things coming up that you didn't expect or that you didn't plan for. Is having this more overarching story over the couple of days in which I am daily vlogging, because for the people watching the vlogs, I do daily vlog, but I don't put out a video every single day. So I'm filming a vlog sometimes in a single day, sometimes 2 days, 3 days. I think 4 days is like the maximum I take over a vlog, but this way it spreads out a little bit more. However, it's also harder to keep your story tied together when the filming of your story is spread out over a longer period of time. So this is something I would like to improve over the next couple of weeks. So hopefully the second month my stories will be a little bit more cohesive.
Yeah, so sometimes we kind of have calls and talks about this, and I'm just really like, that's why I love doing it daily, because you're just daily stuck with this stuff in your mind, so you're really thinking about how you can improve all aspects of it. And I think because the one thing of saying, like, that was kind of my question. Sometimes I do it to tick off the box, you know? But then it's kind of like, what is the point? Because if it's just ticking off a box, it's not going to be interesting content most of the time. And I also feel that with me, you know, like having my daily video author, it's also this box I need to tick. And some of the days I'm like, this video is not interesting maybe, because I couldn't find the time to, you know, really make an interesting edit or shoot something that's interesting, and I had to do it. So maybe it's actually bad now.
I don't agree with you, because I was listening to an audiobook recently. It's called Atomic Habits. I'm not sure who the author was anymore. But anyways, what did I take away from it is that it's really important to stick to like daily routines or weekly routines, even when you feel like what you are doing at a certain point. Let's say today I really don't feel like filming, or I really don't feel like putting out a video. Just committing to the fact that you are doing this on a daily basis will reinforce your overarching creative mind. Why? Because you don't allow yourself to degrade in the process. Just because you stick to it, it's just to prove to yourself that you are doing this on a daily basis, and psychologically it's going to reinforce, how do you put this?
English is not a native language.
Yeah. No, it's all about creating proof to yourself that you are uploading on a daily basis, or that you are a daily vlogger. And the more proof you have, like the more days you did this in a row, the more your mind will be fixed towards this goal in the future, and the better your future projects will be.
That I actually 100% agree on. That's kind of what I mean with, if you daily have to think about it, you daily become better at something. What I kind of mean is more, I wonder about my own content about this, you know. When does it take away from the content, you know? Like some days I'm like, okay, I improved my processes and stuff, I learned something, but the end result is a not so good video, you know? So, and people who see the video don't see what I felt that day or learned. So for them it doesn't matter. For them it's just a crappy video. That's kind of more my question, you know? That's what I sometimes have in my mind, like if I would spend a week on a video, I could put out banger content like once a week, and maybe it's a bad idea to have my, you know, so that's something I want to try to avoid by having more time, so I can actually really make a video every day, then I'm like, this is a good video, and that I don't have at this moment. So when like, do you have it like, you know, when you just film something?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I filmed it and I learned, and my habit stays there, and maybe just by being sick of it, of filming something that's maybe not good enough, but you have to do it. The next one you will be like, yo, I gotta make something nice. Do you feel sometimes something like that, or you know?
Yes, sometimes I'm well, quite often actually I'm unhappy with the end result. But I think that's the struggle of every creator. Like, it's if you're passionate about something, you want to create the best thing ever to be created in mankind or something like this. But that's not possible. And just acknowledging the mistakes you made in your work, I think is just gonna, or just being aware of the mistakes you make is just helping you grow as a creator. And I just see it as part of the bigger process, which is this daily filming for a year, or for yourself the daily uploading for a year. Like, I don't see these mistakes as a misstep or as something wrong in the process. I just see it as a way to make sure that next month is gonna be better, or you're gonna slack less. For me it's just about making sure you do it every day, and then I am a strong believer that the next month it will be better, just because you have proof of your mistakes as well, rather than if you wouldn't make them and you don't have like these more crappy videos or these worse videos, there's no proof of it to back that you need to work harder.
Yeah, it could be an excuse then.
Yeah, because then they just don't exist. It's easier to forget about something you didn't do than to forget about something which you did do.
Facts.
So that's it for today, guys. I hope there's something you could take away from this video. If so, please let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, go give me a follow on Instagram. And as always, ciao ciao. Bye bye.